So simply Famor, so formidably bloody bones. Once companion to Issa, now enemy to the court. Once lover of Era, then bringer of death. Now forever in decay, forever cursed, never to enter the great cycle, forever alone.
one head. Fate does not seem to hold much stock. I was leading an expedition. Texts say the artifacts up at the Etin have hit us hard. And it's said that the artifacts are guarded in Delac. I have not had such good news, and I can promise you this much. Though my expedition was under, my research has tracked them to Delac. There is talk.
There ain't no fish today, stranger. Ugh, can't even look a fish in the face anymore. I can remember when I first saw her. I've outlived my Imelda. My nephew Thaddeus up and left the beasts of the wild scared her off. We were to wed by my... I bet you could indeed. But that's only... Then the wedding will be upon us. You best start by the pier. If she's not there, go on now. I will ready myself for the wedding and then catch up to you. I was to meet her at the old pier. I first laid eyes on her from the cliff overlooking the lake to the south. Please, find my nymph.
Okie dokie then, I appreciate it. Thank you kindly. I thought maybe you guys might have done that in the first place. But I guess I wasn't sure. Couldn't remember.
Such antipathy between them. Ferrara and Famor. Ferrara filled with light.
Ferrari.
And the bloody bones with rock.
Ah, to you too. We tried to. Oh, so now we got. Now I'm talking like the aliens from Mars Attacks. I guess I thought with Discord, I thought it was like a one and done kind of thing where it would just stay there if people popped in. I didn't really think it was something that would have to be on a constant basis. I really hate myself at the moment that I have these curses on me, which is one reason why I'm probably not attacking as much as I was before previously. I didn't have to kill the crap, but I did anyway. Yeah, it's a great one though, that's for sure. I tell you, I've seen people come in and out of the stream, but nobody has said anything. You've been the first one to say something that's actually came in. Yeah, that helped you out a lot, didn't it? Yeah. Yeah, well, bots can sometimes be finicky, I suppose. Tanya just left to go meet up with Savannah, her niece, to take the dogs for a walk around a lake somewhere near here. So then she'll be back, and I think after that we're gonna go see Tenet. I've been wanting to see that movie, but it's like I see the previews of it and I have no idea what in the world it's even supposed to be. I know it looks like it's obviously some type of sci-fi drama or action flick, but I'm like, I have no freaking clue what this movie is even about. It's like it's done just enough to entice me, but I would like a little bit more so I could kind of get an idea as to what's what. Well, I mean, I can't really say if they're open here. Tanya's claiming that they're open. They got their website open to get tickets, but I mean, that still doesn't mean that it's open for everywhere, I guess you could say. Oh, I remember this quest.
Lord Ferrara, lover of summer, but more a lover of...
It's good you're here. I was beginning to think you were just some... Welcome to the ruins of Delok.
Well...
Because
yeah.
for some reason, you can change fate.
I don't know.
In here, I can get a glimpse of the whole of... Yes.
Oh, it's this guy.
It doesn't look like much, but in these ruins lies the theater of fate. Come with me. No telling what we'll find down there. It's the ruins of the theater of fate. I'm hoping that the stone will tell me who you are. In we go.
Yo, mama. Actually, to be perfectly honest, I'm going to avoid even trying to look deeper into more story-related stuff in terms of, like, the white-colored text there, because reality is just lore building and story building, and considering that I had done all that in the previous version, I don't really care about it now, so I'm just going to mainly deal with the quest side of things. Wait a minute. Oh, okay, that wasn't a quest. I thought it was. Oh. I remember this, though. I think that, I think it actually was like... Well, I know it has to be like part of the main story, I believe, but I can't remember. It had to be like a certain level or not.
Stay close.
Yeah, the only other game that I'm worried about,
This place has been abandoned for so long that some fate weavers think it's just a legend.
that I plan on getting, but I kind of want to read into it a little bit more just to see some reviews, because the previews have looked really sweet. But I don't know if I have it on PS2 or not. I'll have to check. But it's the remake of the first Mafia game, and I'm talking about a remake. I ain't talking about a remaster. And I really do like those games. I really like the third one, even though some people claim it was the weakest one. But personally, for me, I think it's the best one out of all of them. I mean, I guess there's some things about it that I don't, really pertain to like, but it's a mature rated game, and for the time period that it was in and whatnot, I guess it would make sense for it to be as it is. But anyways, they ended up remastering the second one, obviously. They didn't remake it. I just think it's kind of funny how they ended up handling this series. They ended up going and it's like, we're going to remake the first one. We're just going to re-release the third one with the DLC. And then we're going to remaster the second one. It's just like they went 3 different routes with 3 different games. It was just crazy to me. I thought they were going to, like, remake the second one, but that's not the case. It was just strange, I guess. yeah, I feel the same way about Prince of Persia, but I'm not really caring about it until I see some reviews, and it's not going to be out until the end of January of next year, supposedly. I mean, you never know. Dates can change. But that's the only other game that I really have on mine for this month, is at the end, dealing with the Mafia remake. There is one of these quests, though, that I've heard in some of the previews and also the reviews of the PS2 version, which obviously with this being a remake, they can change all of that. And I really wish my reckoning level was up so I could take all these things out a lot easier. But anyways, there was like this mission or something that I think is somewhere near the beginning of the game where you're like racing these older cars, because the first game takes place in the 30s, I believe, and 1930s. And so there's one of these racing type of missions where I think you have to get first place in it, but a lot of people, I guess, didn't really like it, or I guess they didn't progress past that part too much because of the way that the controls were, or maybe it was just the way that the cars controlled back then. But with this being a remake, you would think that they would actually ended up fixing that. I would think either that, or they would have either taken the mission out or revamped it, obviously, but or do something really crazy if they ended up getting a lot of backlash for that particular mission. Do something like Call of Duty did years ago, where you had to skip content, which I think is a pussy way out. Just play the game for what it is, which, I mean, that's what I'm gonna do. It's just the fact that make sure you get the controls down pat. You can skip this content if it's too offensive for you, even though we're not really going to talk about it. Get some balls and play the damn game. That's why you got it. Quit being a friggin' pussy like people are nowadays. But that was some odd years back. Like it's really any different from any movies or TV shows that you watch, for God's sakes. Oh, something funny happened a couple nights ago. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Little Hope, for sure. Cyberpunk, obviously. And Valhalla, yeah. Yeah, we're really close to those. Time's flying by, and it's flying by fast. Oh, shitballs. There's a... Okay, so that's down to the main one. I want to go back and get this. I didn't even know that was over there. Yeah, exactly. Speaking of the whole offensive thing, Tanya, I forgot what I had said or what I had done. I think it was about a week or so ago. I'm not sure what it was, but she said, "Boy, you're so retarded," and I laughed about it, and I did it. I did like a mocking SJW voice, like, "That's so offensive. I am not medically inclined to be as such." And she said, "Well, it's not offensive if it's true." And I just started cracking up at her. Oh, this must be a boss. And I was just walking around the room like, "That's so offensive. It's so I'm offended. I'm so offended." Yep. Well. Penis. Gosh, I think it was kind of a mistake for me to get back on Fade Blades, even though this is like one of the strongest, well, not the, well, it was the strongest weapon that I have for this particular class build that I was going for at the time. But then again, I don't have any points really in the Fade Blades besides just putting one in there for me. Where is this asshole that's accompanying me through here that helped me with battles in the first place, and now he's not in here? Wait a minute. Okay, we're gonna settle this right now. What the hell? My fate thingy is up. Why the fuck can't I access it? It's right. It's there. It's showing that the damn thing can be accessed. Why the hell can't I do it? That's fucking dumb, man. Oh, I guess it's like right on the tippy edge where I can't fucking access it. Oh yeah, now it lights up. Fucking stupid thing. Oh, I got the... Yeah, exactly. Why don't you get upset about something that matters and that's real? Not the fact that they said that and it hurt my feelings, you fucking child. Get over it. Grow up. Obviously, mommy and daddy didn't even actually teach you how to treat people growing up, so now you're acting like a complete cunt towards everyone. I don't get that with people. I don't. Although then again, I've also kind of been a person where, well, I've already told you all about it. It's like, yeah, I'll treat people the way that I want to be treated.
We can do nothing to change it or prevent its horrors. Well, most of us can.
It's like I'll treat people the way that I want to be treated. But at the exact same time, there's a time and a place where you stop being somebody's doormat and then you bite back. Or you fight fire with fire. Sometimes in life you have to do that, and that's like the way it is with me when it boils down to stuff like that. I'm just like... It's just like I ended up telling you about that incident that happened at work. About that conversation with that guy ended up what that guy ended up saying to me and another guy that I was working with. I'm like, dude, he ain't your boss. Say what you were gonna say. Fuck him. I was actually telling my grandmother about that yesterday, as a matter of fact, and she was laughing about it when I was saying, I was like, yeah, here comes this guy, skinny as a rail, looking like he's anorexic, ain't even 100 pounds soaking wet, and then wants to go and start telling us that we shouldn't be talking because we got a 2,000-piece truck to be able to unload. And he isn't even our boss, so he don't have any right to be saying anything to us. And I'm just laughing. I'm just like, whatever, dude. I'll say what the hell I want. You don't have any jurisdiction over me. Especially given the fact that this guy also runs his mouth anyways and dicks around on his phone and talks to other people in there while he's working. So, dude, it's just like, dude, you're a freaking hypocrite. Shut the hell up. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember that. Oh, you little bastards are hiding in the stone. How in the hell did you come up through the stone? You don't look like you're equipped for that. Okay, we're finishing this. I'm gonna try to get as many down as I can before I can access the fate thingy, because I get a lot more. I'll get a lot more stuff if I do. Well, give it to me! Yeah! Yeah! Reckoning Rampage. I got me a trophy. I guess because I took out so many enemies at once with getting all the XP. All of your souls come into my body and they power me. I'm offended by your trophy. It's bigger than mine. Oh man.
After all those years of hiding,
Stuff like that you can't even take seriously anymore under any circumstances. You just sit back and friggin' laugh at it because it's hilarious. Like, it's sad, but it's hilarious at the same time. I'm just like, you know, we don't even need comedians nowadays to make us laugh, although most comedians nowadays are all brainwashed anyways. I was like, we could just turn on the news and see what the libtards are doing and crack up at them for their severe lack of intellect and severe lack of facts and stats and overall information. Yeah, I think you actually ended up posting about it at some point. I think I saw it. If not, I'll have to check it out at some point. Well, yeah, it's different when you actually try to get down to brass tacks with it, but some people would just believe whatever they're told, you know, and believe whatever the media says without trying to actually look into it. You can't hear something from one source and take it at face value. That's not how it works. That's just basically following. It's like you're just a lemming, a sheep, following the crowd, a lemming right off a cliff. You ever played that game Lemmings back on Super Nintendo? But it was also, I think it was also, it's also been on other platforms as well. They've had like different ones, and they've it was like a little bit of like a puzzle strategy game. He's running around on fire. It's like, oh my god! But they would oh god, I wasn't even paying attention there. There's no real sense of me using lightning because I don't have any points or anything really in sorcery. Too much. Although maybe I might want to do that. I was actually reading up on these different types of builds. Because obviously with you being in 3 different trees, you have different builds. And you can build it any way you want to for the most part. And some trees will actually complement others in terms of how you handle certain things. But considering that I've never actually even watched videos like that for this particular game, and I was playing it on a previous gen on PS3, which I actually still have that copy, I just I was looking into some of them, and I was like, oh yeah, that seems like it kind of makes sense. I'm probably going to end up going to a Fate Weaver and getting all my points back, and may end up respecking again. Probably. I guess that really kind of depends. I don't really need to deal with persuasion right now. Actually, I probably put one too many points in this to start out with, because all of my persuasion techniques are hitting at anywhere between 93 and 95%, so obviously it's going to go through, so I don't need to be leveling that up anymore until later on. But anyways, probably detect hidden may end up being better, I would think, more so than dispelling. I don't really know, it's all over the place really. Yeah, yeah, exactly. And what's crazy for the fact that, I mean, I don't know if the person was a believer or not, but the fact of them doing it, it's like, well, if you are a believer, then you're already being sacrilegious. If you're not, then, I mean, obviously it is sacrilegious, but it's still funny to me on how you want to go and picture that person as being Jesus, but you don't believe in Jesus. I'm like, what? That makes no sense. It's like, I guess you got to pick a side and stay with it, otherwise you come out looking like you have egg on your face. Oh, let's see. Well, I have the dagger, so it was already all the way up. But I really don't want to deal with traps. That's one thing I hate dealing with in games is traps. I got to set the trap. I got to wait for them to go across the trap. I got to do the thing with the traps. I don't care about traps. I never really been a big fan of stealth games, but if there's some stealth that's in certain games, depending on how it's handled, it's okay with me. I don't like the sitting around waiting forever in a dag blasted day, though, just to do something. Yeah, that's true. Why is there one in my bedroom? Oopsie, it was a frost trap. I guess you're going to be frozen for a little bit. Well, considering the fact that I'm utilizing the Fey Blades at the moment, I may just end up going ahead and jacking that up, and then I'll probably end up, I'll end up having I know it's passive, I'll end up having a couple more levels to go up to be able to advance that. And, ooh, that one jacks it up pretty good. Heck yeah, I'll do the Hunter card, because that would be the most powerful one to start out with. I mean, well, obviously with the finesse side of things. So yeah, that works. No, none of those are adequate enough. Well, I really don't deal with that at the moment. My longbow. This is very strange. I don't know why I don't have the other bow that I was utilizing inside of my inventory. It was in the junk section. I got rid of all the junk, so it's like I still have the bow, but I already destroyed it. And it's like, obviously, if I were to equip something else, I'm guessing it would end up going and taking it away. And then, yeah, that's really strange. I wonder if that's like a glitch or something they have in the game. But well, it's good. I'm like one little section in level 9 up to level 10, so as soon as I hit level 10, I'm probably going to end up going into one of the DLC campaigns, because you have to be like level 10 or higher to go into it, so I'll probably end up doing that. I don't know if that's the way it is for all of them, but I know that one of them is definitely like that. It states it. I don't know. Let's see. I mean, okay. Yeah, Teeth of Naros, that's one of them. I do believe. Legend of Dead Kill, yeah, 10 plus, that's definitely one of them. I think Dead Kill was the first one that came out. Teeth of Naros was the second one. I believe. But they were both chunky campaigns, too. Alrighty. Peachy. Gonna make a phone call. I don't have any more mana potions there. What the heck is up with the sprint? I need to try something else here with this thing, because this is getting annoying. It's like he's always tripping every single time he walks. Every single day. It seems like ever since I've ended up pulling the freaking camera out. Press that, hold that. So is it press? Is I like constantly pressing it, or I'm just pressing it once? That's what I'm not aware of. Let's see. Okay, pressing it obviously is not allowing that to happen, so if I'm holding it down, or pressing it... Yeah, what the heck, dude? What the hell? Like, that didn't even happen in the other game. Why the hell is he always, like, tripping all the time, it seems like? Let's see how this works. Oh, wow, that is really annoying having to use L3. That is cumbersome. No! It's going to stay on casual because I'm not a masochist. People don't like it? Well, tough titty, said the kitty. I guess I'll just have to deal with this one. But it's like if I'm zoomed in, it's okay. Usually, which is stupid. Oh, hallelujah. I'm glad I actually leveled that friggin' Feyblade thingy up, because that makes a lot of sense. Now, the godforsaken curses on me. I need to get these damn things off. Oh, oh, that's right. I forgot. Enemies can fight other enemies in this. I completely forgot about that. They'll get into scuffles. I love the clanging of the blades. Cling, clong, clang, bang. Slice and dice! Wait a minute, what is this? Oh, that's just the door that's supposed to open up. Ooh! Oh, wait, no, wait, that's a chakram. Or chakram. Chakrams, chakra, chica chocolates, whatever. But usually that would go for the sorcery side of things. I mean, I could do it for this class if I were to level that particular thingy up. I shouldn't have took all of them. I'm not dealing with any type of blacksmith stuff right now. But how are these? Nope, that ain't gonna work. But whoa! It's at a 35. Wait a minute. Okay. It's got all of that stuff, though. And at a 35 attack. Oh, my. Yeah, but I don't really have anything for that. But that... Yeah, because that was at 37. And this is at 76, but I don't have anything in it. Well, c'est la vie, I suppose. I'll end up giving it a shot with the chakrams for the mere fact of doing it, even though I don't have anything leveled up within that... Wait a minute. Within that particular category, the abilities... wait a minute, sorcery. So, the chakrams would be up there, but I would have to do this with Scepter first before I would even end up having to put any points in that, but... Maybe I can try to utilize it for the mere fact of the abilities it already has on it in the attack first before I go to something else. Yeah, I know, and I think I remember there being some type of boss fight or something that was down here. I believe.
I've seen this moment. I'm sorry, my friend. This is as far as I can take you.
You bastard! Oh wait, you gonna help me? Are you actually gonna help me? Welcome back, Flapjack! Oh wow, those, even though I don't have any skills in them, they're still putting out some damage. Yeah! You bitch! Wait, I don't have my Reckoning mode up, so how in the world... I don't know, maybe because it's a boss fight. That may be why. Oh, were you supposed to die? Were you supposed to?
Supposed to?
I guess
Do you
so.
have any idea what you've done? What sort of power you're playing with?
So, I'm special?
I know you don't have a written fate, but it's more because of you there are deeds he won't do. Victims that won't die when they were supposed to.
Is that a problem?
Right now? No. You probably saved both our lives. But there's no way to tell what larger changes you've made. You are much more dangerous than I thought. We need to get you to the Theater of Fate right away.
Peachy. Yeah, he's still the Fate Weaver. I could... Wait a minute. So... What way did we come up? Did we come up this way? I think we did. Came out... Yeah, we did. I think that was supposed to just be a dead end or some type of magical wall at a later point. It was supposed to open up. Yay, ugly troll dude is dead. He's dead. He done dead died. Let me think. Wait a minute. Ah, yes. I knew there had to be something here. Band of Lightning Aversion. I don't really know if that's really gonna help me with what I already have on here. I probably should really hang on to that more so than the damage, because I've already got damages already, but it seems like I don't have enough dealing with physical or elemental resistances. Oh, it's just lightning resistance and that's all? The +8 to it. Well, I don't really care at the moment. Okay. Ooh, pieces of candy. If I can even dispel this thing properly. It's average. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it, plus I don't even have my little dispel thingy up yet. Well, never mind, I got it. Yeah! I'm a troll? Nowhere near it. I do not sink to such levels of depravity such as that. Wait a minute, so those... Lord knows the Fate Blades are really picking up in terms of loots. Yeah, those suck massive amounts of dead floppy donkey dick. Okay, this way. Yeah. Yeah. Two wrongs don't make a right, but the way I feel is like if they're trying to specifically come after you, then I guess it's understandable, but... Good lord, I may actually want to invest more in chakrams with some skill points. I like having the distance, but I like having the melee. The guy just disappeared! He was raptured away from the cave.
The Theater of Fate. I never thought I'd see it.
And I know we're going to have a boss battle here because I remember it from stuff. Yeah, it's up there. I think it's where it happens at. I knew it! I knew the thing was gonna happen, and we're gonna do some fate thingies now. Well, actually, if there was gonna be a boss fight up there, it probably would have made more sense to do. Give me your souls! That was pretty. Or your XP souls, or whatever. Do these thingies fit? Do these thingies work? Are we doing the thingies with the thingies here? Oh, they both do something. Mana crit, 10 mana. Mana regen. Actually, I think I wanted to actually have a mana regen to be able to get some of my skills to work. I don't think I had anything else dealing with the shield. Can't equip that because I don't have enough in might. Was there anything? I think I had gotten everything. I don't know why I'm collapsing all these things. Yeah! Well, that's 53. They're both 53, but they're both the same, so okay. Students cure. Well, that's. How do you say that? Cuirass? 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 Those are all might ones. Well, it really gets a lot better later on in the game. You'll be seeing so many purples popping up, your eyes will pop. Usually. What the heck? Where did you go? Did you already run ahead of me? You're tripping over every single rock that you come across. Are you serious? Oh. I want to check something out here real quick. If it actually is dealing with the camera itself, is what I'm wondering. But you gotta have that camera pulled out, because sometimes that stuff gets... it's too far in, and it goes wonky and retarded every time you try to zoom it out a little too far. So that's the camera distance. The field of view is all the way down. So if I were to pull it, let's just say if I go maybe halfway, see if that'll do something. No, it's still doing it. Really? That's stupid. Okay. No, not the camera sensitivity. I might want to pull that up just a little bit. The camera distance, I'm just going to basically have that all the way back anyway. That's not like a gun. Because it definitely helps with battle, obviously. So... Da 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 da!
We Fate Weavers never fully understood the power of this place. Seems there's a lot we don't understand.
Well, what else is new? Yep.
Gods, I should have brought another bottle.
Yep, I knew it. I knew these guys were going to show up. Yep, the Discaru. I remember them. Although I forgot their name, but I remember what they look like. Yeah, you got it in the ass! Hit you in the ass with my Chocorama, my chocolate ramas. My chocolate flam-damma ding-dongs banana ramas. Yeah!
No surprise that Niskaru found its way to this place of power. Everything about these ruins is dedicated to with it.
Okay.
The Fae taught to put your hands on the stone. And maybe we can just put your hand on the Destiny Stone.
Well, I need to check for the... Oh, that ain't gonna work. Worth a flip. Why is it that a green is more powerful than any of the blues? That makes no sense to me. I guess maybe it's because of the extra stats on it. I don't know, but this has got 4. I don't know. Whatever. I found something else at some other point. I think I'm probably going to end up... I'm going to refate myself and deal with, like... a different ranged weapon, probably, like, maybe with sorcery. I don't know. Want some chocolate-covered bananas now. Oh, my. I touched it, now what's going to happen? Wow, there's shit flying out of it. Oh, my God! The souls are coming into my face. The Codex of Destiny.
The Destiny Stone came apart at your touch. And there at the core was the Codex of Destiny. Don't you see what this means?
I am a god. I broke your fate rock.
Ha! A small price to pay for the Codex of Destiny. But for now,
Face Souls!
This. You're changing the fate of
Face Souls is harder than Dark Souls.
Make you more powerful
or
than
Face Holes.
that's walked this world.
That means I'm unstoppable!
No.
I am invincible!
But fate
To quote GoldenEye.
Your gift is freedom to you, and that means I owe you.
Wait, what's that? A boss? No. Oh, his head just popped in. Oh, it's what's-her-face. Sexy dark elf lady. Which actually is what one of the, God, I wish I had my fate thingy right now. Yeah, I'll tear your asses up with my chakaramas. Yeah, you got raped. Man. Yeah, in the special edition, she's actually the statue, but she's got a cloak on.
I don't care if you trust me. I'm much more interested in your friend here.
Yeah, she's pretty much one of the main characters in that's throughout the game. One of the main NPCs. Yeah, Alan Shear is her name.
I'm beginning to think that these Tuatha don't like you. Now, why do you think that might be? After all, someone who can change the fate of the world. Who wouldn't want them?
I guess because it was brought up, and it's like in the way you said something about it, and it expanded upon it. I don't know. I have no idea. I mean, I understand that she doesn't talk about certain things like that, obviously, within her own streams, considering she's wanting it to be, like, family-friendly, to be able to get more, whatever the heck it's called. I can't think of the name right now. But being in other people's streams, I mean, it's pretty much fair game, I guess, depending on the type of content that you would think that the person would have. Let's see.
I'm not sure, but they're very well informed about your location.
Hey, Hooters burgers are good. It was, well, I haven't eaten there.
Now it's my turn. Why are you here?
I hadn't eaten there in so long. I did with my dad like years ago. I think I was probably 12 or something. But
our scholars good luck understanding it. That's fair knowledge.
But Tanya and I never went and actually ate there, and I didn't eat there in a long time either. So we ended up ordering something from there yesterday. And we didn't go and get it. We did a DoorDash thing, which I didn't want to do because I thought it was going to actually charge something. And sure enough, yeah, you have to tip. But the first time is free, but I think that's the only time we're going to do it. I don't want to do it any other time. I'd rather just go drive to the place and get it. More than, well, you know, if it's like storming or something outside, I don't feel like it. I'll just wait.
Why worry about the little fish? When deeper waters hold them, there's more to this than you understand. I don't have the... When you're ready, meet me at the House of Ballads. I'm sure
Yes, the House of Ballads. I've been there before. I did a thingy there.
Can't trust her. Never met a Darkolfar who'd give me a straight answer, even with a sword. But she wasn't wrong about that codex. Meanwhile, we can't just ignore the Tuatha that are tracking you. We need to do something about them. Wise, but that doesn't mean she's our enemy either. And she was right about tracking those Tuatha. Meet me at Dighton. I've got some final rites to perform before I leave. Good luck.
Anyways, I don't want to fate weave myself until I end up getting some more armor and weapons that would complement said stats. Otherwise, I'll just be running around naked, not being able to utilize what I already have on me. Because I think what it does is it actually strips you of any items that you're wearing if they don't meet your stats. Which, I mean, makes sense, but it still kind of sucks, so you want to make sure you actually have the items and weapons that you're wanting to use in your inventory so you can equip them when you go and unravel your fate. 99-cent delivery fee. The heck, that ain't bad at all. If Tanya and I go to the movies today to go see Tenet, here's one thing that I think that's kind of cool about it. I mean, basically they're allowing the theater to be at 40% capacity, and to me that's good, because I'm like, oh, I don't have to worry about as many freaking people in here. And, you know, won't have to really worry about too many people talking if anybody does talk, or the fact that you have screaming ass bratty demon kids. But, you know, because people just take their kids to anything nowadays, doesn't matter if it's R-rated. I mean, I'm not trying to be pessimistic or nothing about that, but I'm pretty sure everybody has dealt with that at some point. But yeah, of course they got the whole social distancing thing that's going on and all that shit, so but the thing is that they're giving, like, the snacks and all that stuff at, like, I think, like, you can get quite a bit for, like, $5 or something. And I thought to myself, well, that is a good deal. And the thing is that the tickets are, like, 40% off. Like, if some showings earlier in the day are, like, 40% off. I guess depending on what type of movie you see. So it's almost half price. So... Oh, yeah, I remember you telling me that, yeah. The kids sounded worse than the zombies did. Or the kids were probably scarier than the zombies were. Well, I mean, not scarier, more like annoying as fuck. Here's the thing, I've always seen it. If you have kids, freaking teach your kids how to behave in a public place. If they don't, take them out. I bought my ticket. I bought my ticket to see the movie, not hear your kid scream their friggin' head off. And it's like, if your kid does start acting that way, take them out and calm them down. Do whatever it is you have to do. I remember when I was younger and I would go to the movies, there would be parents who would actually do that. Now there's parents that just go into theaters, they sit there with their kids, they let them act like a damn fool because they probably jacked them up on Mountain Dew before they brought them in the fucking theater. And then they go and just let them act hog wild, and it's like you're so damn lazy to not take care of your kid and actually pay him some attention and take him out. I'm just like, you know what? Fuck you. You obviously fail at parenting. You know. Okay, well I can't fast travel up over there. Well, no, I could fast travel over there. Yeah. Well, no, wait a minute. In a second. That would get me there faster. Some of these other things are already there. So, yeah, I'll just do that. That'll put me there faster. I don't have to worry about running so much. Yeah. Yeah, if your kid has, like, a heart... Yeah, well... Yeah. I mean, I can't say anything about that since I ended up watching some of those videos when I was younger too. But anyways, yeah. It's like, and this is honest to goodness truth, and I don't know why I exactly did this, but anytime I would end up going into a theater, sometimes I would actually end up taking my iPod with me when something like that would be happening, and I would tell myself, I was like, you know what? I know that I probably really shouldn't bother to do this because I'm not going to be able to hear the movie, but I thought to myself, if I had one ear in and one ear out, that I could be able to block some of the sound out from one side from having to hear some kid act like a damn fool or somebody talking during the movie. Like, for example, when Tanya and I went to go see John Wick, what was it, 3? When it came out, close near the time around Christmas time, she and I went to go see that, and my grandmother went to go see something else, obviously. We were in there, and it probably was, I think, like halfway through the movie. And there was just like one main guy that was in there that was a few rows back from us that wouldn't shut the fuck up. And every single time he would see something, he'd have to go like, oh, ah, yeah, yeah, ah, yeah, like he was having some type of rough sex or something in the back of the fucking theater. And I basically just started mocking him. I'm like, let that motherfucker start some shit with me. I'm like, I'm doing the same thing that he's doing and the way that he's acting. I'm like, yeah, well, you're getting a taste of your own medicine. I'm mocking you because you're acting like a fucking moron. Especially given the fact that even though it's an action movie, you don't have to go and act like you're like having cock and ball torture in the back of the fucking theater. It's like, shut the hell up, dude. Jesus. Every one of us is watching the movie, and if we can act the same way, so can you.
These are Shine and Shadow? I was sent to recover artifacts of importance, not simple weapons.
But anyways, I started doing that.
To return to them with these.
I started doing that, and he kind of didn't stop, but I kind of had gotten a little bit more. I started doing it, and Tanya was trying to get me to stop, just kind of laughing at me a bit. I was like, I don't care. I said, I don't care. I was like, if that dumbass can go and act the way that he wants to inside of a theater like that, then so the hell can I. I paid my freaking ticket too, so fuck him. But anyways, regardless of that, it was terrible because, like, the movie for the most part was good, but it actually was spoiled for me for the most part. Like, I didn't really like it. I didn't like the. That's another reason why I really don't want to bother to go to theaters much anymore, because people are just dumb motherfuckers. They don't care about how they act in a theater or nothing like that, or the way things are going. So I'm like, well, I guess I'm going to act the same way and start acting the same way that they are. And I mean, I don't mean to piss other people off, but I sure as hell ain't gonna bother to allow somebody to go and think that they have some type of jurisdiction over the theater and can say and act any way that they want and think that nobody else is gonna bother to say or do anything about it. No, that's not how reality works. Oh, crap balls. He was like Randy Orton, out of nowhere, with an RKO. Oh shit! What the hell? What the hell? I just killed the guy, and that just did.
Oh, nymph! She just fouled that disgusting etching with a glance.
Okay, that was strange.
Kills even the beast, so they say. Did you not see her?
Yeah, exactly. Time offensive painter. Yeah, yeah, man. How's it going?
Well, friend, if there's nothing else, you're welcome to witness the event if you care to.
Let's see. It almost seemed like it ended up taking me somewhere else. Greetings, Elvis. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? Oh, I might as well just do this again.
That's no nymph. That's not the graceful creature I fell in love with. want you to kill that beast. To preserve the memory of my bride.
Yeah, welcome, man. Are you still watching that stream of that channel that you told me about?
Destruction the thing has caused.
Is that what it is?
The waters. Not only that, but to think I ever loved that thing. Shameful. I'll reward you for the work. I promise you that much.
It's just that's so weird how he just popped up out of nowhere right after I killed this thing. That is so strange. It's just like popped up in your face like, hey, you just completed the... I'm like, oh my god. It's like, why do you gotta go and get up all up in my face out of nowhere, especially with the camera zoomed in like it was. Oh, the Lanashis. Yeah, these, I hate these. Oh my gosh. Yeah, these are... Yay! Would you like fries with that? That's the trophy name? What the heck is that? I gotta see what that trophy is real quick. Hang on a second. I'm gonna see what this is. That's the name of the trophy is called Would You Like Fries with That? Landed 100 complete attack chains. Okay. So is that supposed to be like 100 fries or something? I don't know. Anyways, yeah, this is like one of those enemies in the game that I really freaking hate. But obviously I took her out really fast because it was like the first time I ever came in contact with her. Most churches doing it. Yeah, they're doing streaming because of my coronavirus. Head of the curve during church. Yeah, I don't blame you. Well, I mean, I think my grandmother's actually doing that too. Her pastor is as well, which I'm actually glad that she found out how to use a computer well enough to be able to actually access streams. I'm not saying that in a negative way. I'm just saying that I'm glad she's able to actually get in contact with something like that with not having to worry about how do I do this kind of thing.
It ain't much. Just a small, and then one of those two-headed bastards pried it off. Carried it to the lake. Wouldn't dare follow the beasts there. But if you... Thank you. You're a kind soul indeed. The Etin took to the shore as soon as I saw him. He's somewhere on the lake's edge, I'm sure. One of those Etin took it and headed south, along the shore. Somewhere on this lake. I know that much.
I'm going to do this to see if it'll get rid of these curses. I wonder if I can get rid of these curses by sleeping. Because I didn't know that they were going to stay on me like that. I think some of these curses actually stay on you and they don't go away. I can't remember. Yeah, good on Granny. That's true. Because Lord knows I went through everything I possibly could with her with trying to teach her exactly how to be able to use a tablet. The same goes for my mom too, and my uncle, and my aunt. But that's just how old age is sometimes. There's some things that cannot be helped. Yeah, some had a time limit, the others said, yeah, exactly. How long will you sleep? Does an hour help? Hey, Vault Girl, how's it going? Greetings and welcome to the stream. And the curses did not go away. Dag blast it. Well, let me see. Old age sucks. Yeah, definitely. I wonder if I slept 24 hours, if that might help. No, that did nothing. Well, that sucks. I'm just gonna... Good freaking grief. I'm just gonna have to find some way of getting rid of it otherwise, I suppose. Bala's Oratory. That actually leads... This area, Contact the Expedition, yeah, that actually leads over into one of the DLCs, if I'm not mistaken. I just need to get back out there and start destroying all the things. Dude, something is up with this running animation. I was mentioning this earlier. Something's up with this running animation where anytime you're running, it's like you're constantly tripping almost every single rock you come across. He's always like, oof, 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 I was like, this didn't happen in the previous version. Why is this happening now? And I thought it was probably because of the fact of the camera. But no, it's not the camera, because I tried zooming it back in and zooming out, and it's still doing it. Yeah, they should have let you have a... Yeah, I definitely agree. They should have let you have a pet, like an attacking pet, not just for cosmetic purposes. I mean, I tried messing around with them. Like, I tried holding down the button, and I tried running, like, just pressing it. Because I thought, oh, if I just press it, it'll do it automatically. No, it's actually the fact that you have to constantly keep pressing it, which I hate doing. It's time for reckoning mode. It's time for somebody to get a little ass kick. I almost said ass kissing for a second. Wow! Level up, baby. You and your ability to leave a loot chest alone. Sometimes it's best just to leave them alone. Really. I mean, especially if you're seeing some of the same items pop up in them at a regular pace. Waves at Harry, Path, and Vault Girl. Oh! I read that differently. Adios. Have fun with the stuff and the buying of the things, with the food and the store with the chocolate-covered bananas and the whole 9 yards. Hairy path. You shall follow the hairy path, and you shall know the ways of hair. Okay. Now, I got back to these again. So, I'm going to crank that up so that will be done and out of the way. And then, I'll go back to the longbow to do that one. And stick with the hunter. There's a lot of buys going on. Buy. Oh, flapjacks. That, well, already, okay, all those are good. I keep forgetting. I'm so accustomed to pressing X to confirm stuff that doing it with square is just like, it's like, that don't make no sense. The hairy path only leads to a shaft. Oh man. the happy trail known as the hairy path. Oh man. That's great. Yeah, it's really kind of crazy with how some developers would end up handling controls, because in a way, in your mind, regardless of the developer, you feel like there's a certain universal way for them to be able to handle certain controls. But like with me, for example, with the Spider-Man game, I mean, I don't believe there's any way to change any of the controls in it, and I don't know why, but every single time I really forget like what certain things do. I'll go back and I'll read what they are and I'll do them. But then other times when I get into other battles or trying to do certain things, I just forget that they even exist because my brain is so accustomed to following certain control paths. I mean, it wouldn't be any problem for me if every game allowed you to be able to customize the controls, but not every game is like that, and I hate that because it's not like trying to be user-friendly basically with handling how to play. And I don't know, I've seen like a handful of games lately that really have been kind of doing that. I'm like, why? So many games in the past would do that, and it's just like recently a lot of them are just like, well, this is the way it's going to be, you have to accept it. I'm just like, well, if you're doing that, you're also going to end up turning people off from being able to play your game too, because control is a number one priority. Because if you don't have that, you got to have it to be able to play the game. If you don't have that, then you're just screwing yourself out of making more sales. Fine cotton shoes. You bent down to pick it up, but I didn't pick it up. Pardon me. It's like I was playing the DLC last night with Spider-Man, and like I'm on the final third chapter of it, but the third chapter is like, it's like there's a certain mission that I'm at that's just aggravating the piss out of me. And I'm like, why didn't they have a lock-on for this particular thing? I don't want to be flying 5,000 feet up in the air and slow down time to shoot webs, but I'm not locked onto my target to do so when stuff is flying around so much. I haven't gotten the house yet, no, but I have went by where it was, the Gossamer house or something like that. I haven't gotten it just yet, but I definitely need to. I think this is actually one of the DLCs, but I think it's... I think I have to wait on it.
We found the last person. I'm Helic Cross. I'm
Teeth of Naros.
to the land south of Dalantar. A mage is
Oh, I don't want to do that. I'm not going into all the lore this time as I was previously.
Few facts. The only record of a successful journey there. He claimed the southern land as home. It's hard country. Damn impossible to find a pass in the mountains. But if I'm... Because Denric wrote of more... It took weeks even to convince Cash and Sverry to join me. Denric
I remember so much of this from the... Well, not remember, but... I remember what happened previously. I can kind of read a little bit faster than what they're talking about, considering how fast the text would end up getting up on the screen. Yeah, I know there's a few of them, and I think they each have like different accommodations. Like I think one is just being able to stay there and customize yourself, and then like another one you can get where you can have like a blacksmithing station and a sage station, as well as a place to sleep, and so on and so forth. Yeah, that's one thing about Ghost, is that it doesn't have any type of lock on.
Let's try to cover,
which I kind of wish that it did, but
I heard rumor. I don't know how dangerous it is.
Some people just be like, it's like, oh well, you're using a lock on, so you're trying to make the game even easier. And I'm like, yeah, especially when I got like 5,000 guys coming after me with different weapons, and I gotta go into different stances just to be able to take them on. Yeah, because anytime you try to go and level up your own inventory, it doesn't work, because you only increase it by so many items, and it's just like you get so much loot in the game that you need to have a stash to be able to throw all that stuff. That's been happening a lot with me. If I'm out in the middle of somewhere and I'm just like, I don't want to fast travel back to go sell this, I just destroy it. I'm like, is this more powerful? Yeah, okay, well I'm keeping this, I'm getting rid of this. It's like a lot of stuff I've been coming across, has been weaker than some of my current setup, so I can't remember if Teeth of Naros was... I think it might actually be a good idea to go, if I can, to go into some of the DLC first before going into some of the later game, because then I might actually be able to trash enemies like crazy. But I've also heard that you've got people... well, not people. Why did I say people? There's like level gating or something. Yep, this is DLC.
Is almost nigh. The teeth of Naros have gone untamed since the rocks were young, since the wind was but a child. And now, my chosen people stand on the precipice of taming this land, or succumbing to it.
That's true, but you definitely need to level it up.
Change the stars of this world. But at last, one has come who can. Come, thou fateless one. I beckon thee.
Now watch me go and walk into this DLC and get my ass handed to me on the silver platter. I don't know. I mean, for one of them it said you had to be over level 10, and that was for the Legend of Dead Kale. Legend of Dead Kale. Sounds like some type of, like, freaking hipster vegan thing. I don't know. Oh, wait a minute. Oh yeah, absolutely. I did that in the previous version as well. I've actually stopped leveling up my persuasion technique because you don't need to constantly level it up every time. Because if you're already banging it out at like 95% in terms of persuasion and you're still leveling it up, you're pretty much just wasting time doing it. And you could be putting those points into other skills. Not the vegans. Yeah, the Legend of Dead Kale is an attack by all the vegans in the game. Jeez. What in the world was that? I open a chest and I fall down? What, because I throw my chakram or chocolate ramas at the frickin' wall? Good grief. That was strange. That was very strange. Way to go, THQ Nordic. There needs to be more music in the game.
What the hell is that thing?
Yo, mama! Dude, I'm trying to talk to you. Hello?
What is it? It looks like it's made of stone.
Probably because it is stone, you dunce.
This thing is flesh.
What the hell? It's made of flesh. It's stone. I'm like, dude.
Don't know what Cash was getting so worked up for. There's a statue somebody toppled over and got all bloody. Let the mage run to his mother. We don't need him.
Mommy, this is made of stone and blood.
We don't even know if it was a corpse. Could have been a statue that an Etten decorated.
Yeah, that's true. That is definitely true. Don't bother me. Well, get out the way. Move, bitch. Get out the way. I'm not bothering you. I'm exploring. That's what I do. I explore to find stuff and things. I don't bother with that because I don't like slow, heavy weapons. It is not happening. Slow, heavy weapons are the bane of my existence because I don't know how to control them properly. Yes, they take away a lot of damage, but I always want to swing, 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 chariot, swing low, sweet chariot, or swing low, sweet hammer or greatsword, and I don't want to freaking do that because I'll end up opening myself up to attacks way too much.
I don't like the look of this hallway. This is Sferry's area of expertise.
Yes, it's made of stone.
Take the lead.
Oh my gosh, I thought she had like 3 daggers on her side. I'm like, how do you manage that? Oh! That sounded like a dude and she's a chick. He's like,
First the mage turns coward. Then Sferry dies doing the one thing she's supposed to be suited for.
You sound so torn up about it too, dude.
What's next?
It's a joke that you died?
Really just a kobold with a bad case of mange? Clearly, I should be more thorough when recruiting my expeditions. Fine. Let's just keep moving.
Good grief.
We'll manage on our own from here.
Being able to try to recruit for my expeditions, to hell with them, they died. Well, man, you got a dark face.
And Sverry's not helping anyone anymore.
Why your face so black? You have no pupils.
Just 2 of us.
Why you so black in face?
We'll try and manage as best we can. It won't be easy. But I thought something like this. Come, we must.
You're so black in face like cat I cooked last night for dinner. What is that, a face? Oh, it is. It's a head. Looked like it was just a regular rock. Oh, yeah, these little bastards. Oh, yeah. Oh, Jesus. Yeah.
What in the hell were those things? I've never seen anything like them.
I really want to
Heard
do
of the dangers of
chakrams
the
now,
Southern Land, but are the gods
but I gotta
themselves
put some stuff in
conspiring
sorcery to
against
do it. I don't know. I don't have any points in chakrams though, and this is still working out better for me than other weapons that I've had that I've actually put points into, which is the daggers and the fey blades. Ooh, a loot pile. Here they come again. Alright, check you later, man. Let me know how the service goes. Lord knows I know Tanya and I need to get on one.
Hold on a moment. One of those damn beasts hit me worse than I thought. I think I need to rest for a while. Here, I'm going to wait here. Will you stop fussing over me? It's not doing either of us any good for you to stay here. You need to. I'll take it, but I'll wait until I really need to use it. Now get going. I need to rest. I told you, I'll be fine. I'll save the health potion you gave me for when things go.
Oh, you're moaning at the same time in pain as you're talking to me. That is very strange. Cowl of that said cowl of sheet. Holy sheet! Oh, that ain't gonna work. Wait a minute. Okay, that is leading me out. That really gets annoying. That is something they need to fix. I'm going to get on Twitter and I'm going to send them a message and let them know. They may already know about it. I'm actually surprised that the Wasteland crew ended up going and responding to my tweet that I sent to them a few days ago about the crashes that's happening with the PS4 version. I can't believe they answered, but I'm glad they did because I'm pretty sure they get a lot of tweets from various people. The sheep cow. Yeah. Bleat, bleat, who's got the keys to the sheep? Boy, that didn't make any sense. That is... wait a minute. Oh, Lord, what the heck? Oh, it has collapsed upon me. But I could probably always fast travel. Oh, it's a thingy. Oh, it killed it. That's funny. It killed it. I don't want to get hit. I want to get hit. I'm doing single player. I have some friends of mine that have the game. Well, one of them actually has it. He's playing it on the Game Pass. Well, I just stepped into a trap. He has it on the Game Pass with the Xbox One, so obviously he didn't have to pay anything for it, but another friend of mine got it to play with a friend of his on the PS4. I've yet to actually do any co-op with it, but until they really fix this problem, then it's going to kind of be in vain, because I had a friend of mine, the one who was playing it on Xbox One, had told me, he said, dude, he said, it's impossible for you to be able to do any type of co-op with the way the game is acting. Which kind of makes me wonder how these other people who are reviewing it had an okay time with it, even though they claimed, oh, well, there's a few little patches that need to be done to it because of the fact of it crashing. And I'm like, all these problems that people are having is happening to me a lot with, like, when I got farther into the game, it started doing it, but, that was just when I was getting farther into it. Any other time it wasn't doing it. And so I'm playing single player. Well, I should have knew that was there. I'm playing as single player until they fixed that. But one of the things they told me was if I turned off autosaves and I lightened up my inventory, which they didn't give me any type of specific limit, they said that should probably end up helping with the process. I said, okay then. Well, I'll see how that works. So I haven't done it just yet, but it's something that's in the making to happen. And, so, See, that's really weird. Because when you're playing single player, and if you have at least just one character that has the ability to mod, then you'll be able to do it for everybody. It is weird. I think maybe what it is probably because he has armor money, but can't mod yours. It's probably because maybe you have higher level armor, or the mods are higher level and he doesn't have that level yet. Kellen, welcome to the stream. Yeah, honestly it is. The visuals aren't really anything to write home about. They're a little bit more sharper and high def than compared to the previous version, but there really isn't any real reason to get it if you already have the game. Unless you haven't played the DLC, then yeah, probably want to go ahead and either try to find it on sale on previous gen or something like that. If you're getting it on PC or something, there isn't really any reason to get it, even with like the sale that they got going on right now with it, because of the fact that there's nothing really anything different that they've done with it. They may have heightened the graphics slightly, but overall it's not anything to write home about. Everything is there though, all the DLC items that were like the pre-order stuff when the game first came out at the beginning of the game, all the DLC content, and I mean it's still a great game for what it is. And yeah, they've kind of rearranged a few things, like in terms of level gating, like basically I guess having stuff be at the same level that you are when you go into certain areas, so you don't feel like you just go and massacring everything that when you come up close to them and start fighting them in different areas. And the same also goes for the what else did they say? Oh, they also have like a field of view slider as well. So they got a field of view slider. Well, crap. They have a field of view slider, which really helps, especially in combat, and also a camera height slider, which helps you see more of the environment, obviously. But it's still the same great game. But if you already have it, or you've already played the DLC or whatever, I wouldn't bother unless you do want to get it for like streaming purposes or just playing it on a new platform or what have you. Then I would wait on a sale. Oh, it changed with the last update. Oh, well, lovely. That works then. Oh yeah, no problem, man. You're welcome. I actually ended up picking this up at Walmart for like 33 and change, because the original price was 40. I thought about getting like the collector's editions, because I'm like, oh, it's $110, got a cool statue, soundtrack, oh yeah, there's a collectible box and some little art cards that I'm going to look at once and then put away forever. The soundtrack, I like the soundtrack though, and the keychain seems like it's kind of cool. But I remember when I ended up getting that keychain in The Witcher 3 when it first came out, I couldn't have that thing on me for long. It started to stab into my thigh every single time I had my keys in my pocket. I was like, the hell with this? This thing is like a freaking torture device. They made the edges of the wolf's mane icon so sharp, it's like you could stab somebody in the face with this thing. Somebody tried to somebody tries to take you out in the parking lot. All you got to do is hold the freaking wolf icon of Geralt in your hand, just like stab him in the face with it. It would work good for that.
And so, after centuries, it has come to pass. The cipher has reached thy hands.
Okay. A talking statue?
My will, and beat. This is a conduit, for I cannot speak with my true voice. I have waited for this conversation for decades, centuries, and now.
Sorry if I'm zooming through this, guys, but sometimes I'll read a little bit faster than what's going on with the voices. And
the unfated one are here, and since the inception of my labors, the tapestry of fate offers no allowance for such. And when thou came to pass, I needed thy nature.
Forget I'm not your
slave.
slave.
It was created to continue thy path through the tapestry of fate. and perpetual. I will open the way to the teeth of Narus. Seek, go now, with my blessing. Go now, with my purpose.
10% damage wrong on Reckoning. Reckoning mode. Reckoning mode. Reckoning mode. I really don't need that. Fate. Better off with what I have. Some days I'll sit around for voices for games, and then other days I won't. It doesn't matter if I played it or not. If I can read a little bit faster than what I'm hearing. But see, if the voice acting is really good, which I mean it is for this, I think, from some characters, but when you... It kind of obviously would end up putting more emphasis and feeling into what's being said. You know, it's understandable, but sometimes I'm just like, I've already read through this. I just want to progress and move. I understand what's going on, but I need to go. And then, like, the character themselves is reading it very slowly. I guess it would be one thing if you could actually turn the text where it could go slower across the screen like you can in some JRPGs. That would be one thing. But at the same time, it's like you could read along with it while they're talking. And that would probably keep me more invested with actually following through with the voiceovers. What the heck was that? Yeah, now this is one of the more beautiful areas of the game, which there's a lot of areas in the game that's beautiful, but this is one of those DLC areas. It's just like, it just has a ancient Rome kind of feel to it, somewhat. Whee! I guess I'll be okay in this. I'm guessing there's no real level gating with this. Because if it is, then I'm gonna have to go back out on the open map. Which obviously, yes, this is DLC. I'll just have to go out to the regular base game. And it's so amazing how big this world is with so many different areas to go to. So yeah. Dan, welcome to the stream. Yeah, dude, you're honestly playing the first game, really, besides the fact of all the DLC being in it and a few little tweaks they've done here and there. The graphics have been heightened very slightly, but it's not such an overhaul to the point where you're like, oh my god, I'm playing this in such a new light, you know. Paul Dragons, welcome to the stream. How many hours? Well, honestly, man, it kind of really depends on how much you want to get out of it. I've heard people have ranged anywhere between 100 to 300 hours. I don't know how true that is, but I guess that depends on how much you're wanting to actually do in the game itself.
First we have an army of Jotun at our gates, and now this. I don't know you, little one, but you'll find no quarter.
This is still Colossi-held territory.
Yep, the Colossi.
State your intent.
We're dealing with the statue, people.
You barge into these lands, and yet you do not know who holds them? For years we have held these lands as the hallowed grounds of our gods. We are stone and flesh, sword and faith. Everything does harm in these lands. I do not know you. Furthermore, none have come from those caverns since they were sealed, save you. How is it you came here?
That's what I heard in a review. That was just one review that I ended up hearing. I mean, I guess if you just want to deal with just the main story itself, I'm not really sure how long the main story would really go for. But then again, with the side quests, they kind of all follow their own little path, like, you know, go kill this thing, go get this item, collect this much of this item, go kill this many enemies, get this, that, and the other, kill this specific enemy, stuff like that, at least from what I remember and what I've also heard in recent reviews, because I was kind of wondering if they ended up putting any more quests in here besides just the DLC. And obviously, you know, they have the brand new DLC that's going to be coming out for it next year, and I'm really wondering what's that going to consist of. And I'm wondering if they're going to end up having the graphics be a heck of a lot more heightened in the DLC, considering it's a brand new thing, or if they're going to try to follow along with the same graphical style as this from back in 2012. Linear open world. It's open world, it's not as open world as you would think that it would be. It's more like there's really large hub area worlds that you'll run around in, and then they're connected by linear paths, which opens up to like a larger open hub area. It's not just like a whole massive sprawling thing that you would see, say, along the lines of Assassin's Creed Odyssey, if you will.
It is a road that has gone otherwise unwalked since it was sealed. How did you walk this path?
What did you do? Looking for a shorter game to do? No, madam, not when it deals with the action RPG like this. It's got a lot going for it. Well, I mean, if anything, if you go through just the story itself, after you, and this isn't a spoiler or nothing because we're talking about open world games here and all of them act this way. If you end up going and finishing the main story, then you could just go right back. It'll just put you right back into the main world again, and then you can go through and explore it at your leisure and go do side quests and so on and so forth if you so choose. Dan, graphics should get upgraded. You're right. You're absolutely right. That was one of the things that I was hoping that was going to happen for this, but sadly, they've just kind of high-resed them up a little bit, and things might look a little bit more brighter in some areas, but it's not really along the level of what it really should have been compared to what it was.
The Jotun rally. Steel yourself.
Where's the music at? Like, it's a freaking battle. Where's the freaking music? It's like, yes, let's have a battle with no music. Yeah, because see, like, there's just, I really do think they're probably going to end up patching this again before it's all said and done. Because there's just certain things about it that just should be happening and just aren't happening.
Perhaps you are not the interloper I believed you to be.
I mean, it's still fun. I still love it for what it is because I beat it on PS3, and I mean, it's definitely a great game. But there's just some things about it that just you can nitpick at, or you're just like, what the heck did they do?
You speak of the Holy King of my people. Your mission is twice damned already.
You're twice damned.
But more immediate than that is the Jotun horde. Idylla is sealed off as long as they continue plaguing my people.
The boss fights are fine. I think that there is only if I can remember correctly, I think there may be only a handful of them within the game itself in terms of like real cinematic kind of flair, if you will, but ultimately there's boss fights that kind of run along the same lines as other battles do, but obviously, they're going to end up having their own powers and whatnot.
It is the city you see floating in the sky over this land of savage. I cannot speak more of it to an outsider. Forgive me. A relic of great importance to those of my people that carry the faith. I thought it was just a myth, but one who carries the cipher is much loved by the gods. So the sages of my race say. A blessing as much as a curse.
Yeah, my persuasion is still at 95%, so...
Yes, hiding away in his high tower and pining for gods that will never listen to him. The Primus
never
is
listen
the
to
highest
him.
office among the Colossi, reserved for the one that leads my... At least that is how things should be. But Anakatos, the latest to have this authority, has not lived up to his duties.
Yeah, you can just see if you put it side by side with the graphics.
Doubt, and he locks himself away from us. Our ruler leaves us leaderless.
I mean, honestly, like if you were to get this on PC, if you already have it, especially with the DLC, you'd be wasting money. I mean, I'm just talking about the PC side of things, but when you look at it from the console perspective, compared to what it was to what it is now, you can tell a slight difference, but it's not remade, it's remastered. I guess I have to do everything.
You mean to succeed where my forces have not?
I guess so.
Quite an ego for one so small.
I did it before, I can do it again.
One of my scouts. He can tell you of Karunk, their warlord. If you can kill Karunk, I'll lead you to the Primos myself.
Yeah, it's definitely got a good story and definitely a good game for sure. It does retain all of those things, but you know, you kind of just expected more out of it.
Would be to kill their war chief, Karak. With his death, the others will be brought to heel. Bring word to the city. They will need to know about the Jotun and this new
interloper. I think this is one of my more favorite areas to come to in the game, just given the overall aesthetics. Which, I mean, there was a lot of places in the game that I really like going to. But this was one of them that just I really like, because I like that whole, just has a Roman kind of feel to it. And oh my! Ooh-wee. There is a there's different classes actually. There's 3 different ones. There's a finesse tree, which is the one that I'm in currently. And then there's a might tree. You can see right here it has it's got a might tree, a finesse tree, and a sorcery tree, and you can actually mix and match all you want to. And then there's also different types of destinies here, which are different cards that you can activate to give you different type of stat boosts depending on what type of trees that you end up going into. You could go straight through one or another one. You can also end up going to a Fate Weaver to completely give you back all of your skill points and go into another tree, or mix and match. It really helps, and it's really interesting when you can do that, because some trees will actually kind of complement each other in terms of different moves and abilities. So it pretty much is just up to you how you want to build your character and the type of customization that you want to put into it. Watched by the gods. This ain't gonna work. Well, I guess it did. Never mind. Wasn't aware of this occurring. Wait a minute. Oopsie. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that didn't work. What the heck? Okay, yeah. The whole inventory thingy. Once again, I need to get rid of these curses, though. Somehow, that's for sure. Finesse and sorcery. Yeah, that's something I'm actually thinking about planning to do myself, to be honest. I mean, because, yeah, and I know that has got to be a freaking hammer, too, I bet. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing that myself, because I remember back when I had played this on the PS3, I kind of went more along the lines of dealing with might, considering I'm a person who I always want to be able to have. What do you mean? Oh wait, junk. I've got to destroy the junk. I'm kind of along the lines of always wanting to be like a melee kind of character, because I was never somebody who really wanted to dabble too much in magic in games, because I'm like, I don't want to be squishy, you know, pretty much be like a glass cannon, if you will. And so I'm trying to branch out a lot more, especially when it comes to RPGs, and not really try to go that route so much. Because if I do, then I'm just going to end up screwing myself of trying to have like different experiences with other classes. And I mean, I've seen some of these powers and things that people get from the higher end of the skill trees in this game, and I tell myself, yeah, I need to go more into that. So I'm really trying to avoid even dealing anything in might this time around. Although I can say that I ended up getting I ended up giving myself like the poison ability from the finesse tree, and then did like the rest of my points into might, because I want to be able to have that ability to just poison enemies like crazy as I was attacking them. But one of the good things, though, is like the poison ability is you can just have it be on you and be sustained the entire time as long as you have it active. So that's why I don't have it in my quick select menu right there, which actually they have 2 of them now. I think they only had 1 in the original. So they got 2 that you can go to now and have more abilities there, which definitely helps out. Yeah, exactly. Exactly right. That's how I feel about it too. I mean, I do like ranged a bit, but it really kind of depends on how the ranged goes for me. You know, if it's like really, ooh, the prism lockpick, that always works out great. Love it. Which is like an automatic unlock of any type of chest. So that definitely works. Oh, there was a thingy that was down here. That's another thing that I didn't really like about the original was you can't jump off of anything unless it has a little bridge connected to it, or unless you're like walking down into the water. Well, that's not there. What? And there really isn't any reason for me to be getting any type of stuff that's dealing with sagecraft unless I'm leveling up the sagecraft ability to get the regions to be able to craft stuff. Oh, it's one of these. And I can't activate it yet because douchebag over here wants to fight. Alright now. Well, we're gonna have to go reckoning mode. Oh yeah. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Yep, that was great.
In the youth of Amalur lived the Uranos.
Amalur! That's how you say it.
From the hill lands alone. They held not the blessings of the gods, and so were blinded to their own potential. We lived in ignorance among the savage people. We wasted the gifts of the gods ourselves.
Well, guys, you have to excuse me for a moment. I'm going to take a quick break real quick. I need to grab something to eat and so on and so forth. Oh, yeah, there's this thing called Reckoning Mode, considering you're the Fateless one. If you end up going into that mode, depending, I guess, on the type of weapon that you have will determine what type of finisher that you do. And if you kill a lot, if you take out a lot of enemies before you kill the final one, you'll get even more XP from them. So it's a way to garner up more XP, especially with the pressing of the button thing to get even more. So yeah, it's definitely one of the best things about the game, and the Reckoning Mode fills up kind of fast too, as long as you're in battles. But anyways, I'm gonna take a real quick. I'm just gonna pause the game here real quick. I'm gonna take a quick break, and then I'll be back. Okay, okie dokie. I have returned. I don't know why the drums of war are still going on. I actually have some food that is coming because the fiancée is going to be coming back soon from her walk with her niece with the doggies. And then I'll probably end up taking a break from the... Why is the drums of war still going on? There is no battles that are going on here. I might turn off the music if it does a constant loop. Thank you back. Thank you back. Oh my God. I meant to say thank you. But I read that and responded at the same time and said thank you back instead of thank you. And even though it said welcome back. Anyways, whatever. I'm going way too deep into this stuff. Oh my gosh, wait a minute. I forgot to get something down here. I know that there was, unless I already picked it up, but I'm going to double check here. I know there was some type of letter or something that was going on down here. I really want to stick around with chakrams, I think. More so in the game. Because it's melee, but it's ranged melee, which is always good. You don't have enough inventory space. Well, game, your mother's a whore. You stupid, stupid game. I don't need to have any of this might stuff because, well, I don't. Oh, I've got a stolen item on me. That's funny. Ooh! Aww. I feel like some pygmies are going to come out of a forest and drag me away into a jungle and cook me in a pot with this music that's happening. Hang on a second here. I'm going to... Thank you! For the love of God. That was driving me crazy. I'll turn it back up again in a little while after I get out of this area and see if that might have changed anything. I still want to pick up that letter because it might end up leading to some type of quest or something. I don't know. Ding, dingy, 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 ding. Okay, there we go. Yeah. What? Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting, man. Freaking junk I've got to destroy before I can end up getting anything. I ended up buying a backpack right at the beginning of the game when I got to the first village, so obviously that didn't help too much. Very slightly, but regardless. Okay. There's a thingy, there's another thingy. Music turned off in the game. I was told some of it is copy. Really? In this? That's crazy. That is crazy. That's one thing that gets to me, man. Like, when game developers, especially nowadays, know that there's going to be people that's going to be streaming their games, and it makes me think, it's like, dude, you really mean to tell me that you guys didn't try to work something out with said streaming services to know that if people stream your game that they don't need to get copyright strikes from this crap? I mean, it really is kind of ridiculous, because I remember years back, well, it wasn't years back, but it was some time back, where I was playing the remaster of the first Dishonored game on PS4, and I posted a short video of something that was really funny that had happened, and there was some type of song or something that was playing, and it sounded like some really old classical music, which I would have thought that copyright never even existed then, or probably have ran out by now, but copyright, because copyright I think goes for, I think there's different types of copyright. I think some copyrights go for like 20 years before they go dead, and then you have to reestablish them again or something. But it ended up flagging me saying, well, your video can't be posted up here because it contains copyrighted material. I'm like, what are you freaking talking about? But I don't know. There, stuff like that with copyright, especially on YouTube, I think is honestly just ass backwards. Honestly. That's the way I sound when I wake up in the morning, and oh my god, I'm not taking any, doing any damage to him. What the flying monkey butts? Oh yeah, I am. No! How did I roll into that? That is not... This is not kosher, sir. We are not on the best of terms here with you beating me with your large stick. Yeah! Yeah! Let me see something here. Was there anything else that would cause me to have well, no, it's ooh. Oh wait, that's might. Okay, well, we're not dealing with the might. We can't deal with the sorcery either. Wait. Maybe the copyright thing might be like a song in the credits, maybe.
Myru heard the whispered golden notes of the voice of wisdom herself. Athene. The goddess bid him to raise up his brethren, so they may know the favor of the gods once more.
We are Athene's chosen. We follow her path. Guide us to your blessed wisdom.
Yeah. Some of these I don't even think I could go. Well, I can go into this one. But I'm pretty sure that there's going to be some type, I think there's some type of quest or something that I have to have here, so I guess if I go through and try to clear this stuff out, that I won't have to worry about going through it later if I have said quest to go through. It's really kind of strange, because I think some areas respawn and other ones don't. And, or like if you do, or like if you do so many dungeons or something at one time, and then you go back later to like a previous dungeon, say if you're doing a quest or something, I think that they respawn. I don't know. I can't remember. It's been a while since I played this. Hi guys! I'm not really gonna talk to you because, well, you can't talk. The silent choir. Well, I guess that does make sense now, doesn't it? Let me see here. I wonder, since I've gone to a new area, if that music has gone away. I hate the sound of a machine gun thingy here, but oh well. Because it's just like, why can't I just jack it all the way up, like, super fast? Or if you give me the ability to do so. Ah, it did go away. Lovely. Ooh, an XP stone.
I, Anakatos, make this record in penance for my disappointment of the supreme goddess Athene, in hopes that I may return to her favor, so that I could help my people find her strength once more. I have committed several acts that may have angered her.
Oh.
And
they're not attacking me.
Of them so I might find her grace again.
Oh, they're allies. Okay, that was weird how the audio just came right back in again after that. It wasn't like a merging kind of thing or nothing. I can't jump! Forgot all about that. Oh god, that was a bad idea. Oh, sweet baby Jesus in a manger, I don't have any... Wah! I sounded like Wario there for a second. I was pressing the mana button. See, this stuff that I'm picking up with the blacksmithing stuff, I'm gonna end up putting that away for later use when I actually get around to blacksmithing, but I'm hoping it doesn't fill up my stuff too much. Well, that's pretty, but it's the freaking slow. I can't stand the slow stuff. Wait a minute. Well, forget all of that. Ooh, another chakram thingy. Another chocolate thingy. I think I'll just call them chocolates from now on. It just sounds funny. You really mean to tell me that that isn't weaker than that? There's no red thingy up there showing me that it's weaker when it's clearly weaker? Yeah, I know. Yeah. That's the size of my body. I'm swinging a hammer around my own size. Wait a minute. This is... Okay, well, in that case... And this was supposed to be a secret open area. I think? Something was supposed to happen here, I know it. I think one of the problems is that I've got this freaking thing dealing it with the Dunder Mifflin over here with and that's one reason why it's not pointing me towards a specific area that I need to go through with this particular area. There's only one more for me to kill in that area. I haven't killed him off yet. Is it a side quest? Or a task? No, we're not. You collapsed that. I don't care about completed stuff. Well, that's very strange. I don't know why that is, but that's very strange. Open the door. Well, never mind. There is none. Well, I guess in that case, I'm going to have to run all the way back outside again, which I think is incredibly stupid that they also didn't put into the game for you to be able to actually fast travel. I mean, you can fast travel to places that you've already explored that's on the map. You can do that, but at the same time, when you're inside of dungeons, it doesn't allow you to go all the way back to the entrance after you have slaughtered everything and gotten everything that you want. And it's like, dude, really? So you're just basically having me run all the way back. I forgot about that from the previous version. And the thing is, though, is you can't fast travel. Like, you can't fast travel to the entrance. And you can't fast travel to other areas of the map when you're in a dungeon either. Which I think is ridiculous. Yeah, no, exactly. I mean, obviously it makes sense to fast travel given the fact that it's a thingy. Alright, okay. Alrighty. Food. I hope this doesn't pick up on the mic. If it does, I'm either going to have to mute while I'm eating and then talk afterwards, or try to move the mic away farther. So, he farted out of his mouth? Is that what that was? That sounded like a fart. He didn't even squeal. Hey, Loki. Hey, baby. Did you have fun at the lake? Sorry, I was talking to my dog. What time is it? 2:01. Ah, yes! I remember that there were sewers in this game. Forgot all about those. Well, I think there's some treasures or something that I cannot get to in there, obviously. So there may be required some lockpicking or key mechanisms that I would need to have to be able to get into said area. Yeah, that is a bow, and that is a... I'm zoomed in on my titties. That is a... Quit going to the titties! Damn it! The bow, and it looks like there's a sword in there. I don't know, it's not like it's highlighting at all, so... Well, that was pretty. Oh, dear Lord, I didn't know there was some that was over there. I did not realize that. Is there anything that's over there? No, there's nothing that's over there. That's swinging over that way, and I'm going this way, and I went face first head into it because I'm a dumbass. Get the freaking pot out of my way. It won't even break. Yeah, this is... Well, for the love of money and God the Father. The godforsaken vase won't break, so I can't... Good, it knocked me to the other side. God, that was annoying. Bobo burgers? Oh, boobs burgers. No, it's not from there. Not this time. Oh, dear sweet Jesus in a manger. Oh, now they break? This is not going to be pretty. Death trap. Death trap. Death trap. Oh my God. It's 2020 in a game. Ah, yeah, it was. Oh, Jesus. They really should have heightened up the brightness in the game, even though I got the brightness cranked all the way up. Hell, I'll take them all after that, regardless of whether I can use them or not. Oh, oh God, oh Lord, there's a lot of little ropes here. Yeah, this isn't pretty. Ooh, I can't jump either. And I know that that's an arrow thing, but I know what the problem here is. I don't have the, I think it's like detect trap or something. Or cut off trap or something like that. So, well, I think I'm going to save real quick and just say "C'est la vie" and see what happens. And see how it goes. Yeah, with the bombed up areas that you couldn't see. Ooh. Well, that was easy enough. It only ended up triggering one of them. Yeah. Oh. Wow. Well, that was. Oh, Jesus. I was perfectly fine, and then everything just went to a clusterfuck. I was fine. Kind of. And then I wasn't. And we're somewhere else. Somewhere over the rainbow, giant rats live. Yeah, I caught on fire and poison at the same time. Yeah. Zippity doo dah day the camera back around. I can't unlock it. Ah! Oh, okay, never mind. Why don't you just die so I can go loot this? Thank you. I don't care about any of that. I'm not even really utilizing sorcery, and this is a green item, and it deals with the sorcery tree, so I'm not going to bother with it. This is like a bad idea waiting to happen here with this long rampway. The rampway. It's not a ramp, it's a bridge. Large bridge. Wait, did this take me back to a beginning area? Oh no, it took me to a chest. Oh Lord, I'll use a prison pick. That'll work perfectly. Ah! A hard treasure chest for just those things or something I'm not even going to utilize in the moment? That's a load of BS. I just spit on myself because I was talking too fast. That was great. What the heck was this area? I don't even remember it from the base game. Not the base game, the DLC. I feel like I'm better off rolling than I am running in this. Oh my gosh, this feels like deja vu from Final Fantasy XII with the sewer areas that were in the beginning of the game. We got all up! Another dispel, and it's a hard one. If I do it, I do it. If I don't, I don't. It'll give me something. But I guess at least we're trying out. Yeah! Like a boss. Oh my god. No, I don't want to use the sagecraft thingy. Because I don't have the sagecraft level. Say what?
Are you supposed to be taking something from the rats?
Well, yeah. Well, if there's something there.
Well, if they're glowing, is there something there?
Yeah, I just didn't think about it. Well, that's a dead end. Thank God they have a map.
They have crystals right there. You don't need the crystals.
The crystals are just, well, it's not crystals. Well, technically it is, but you have to have like a blacksmithing level skill leveled up, which I don't have anything in that, and I don't have anything in the Sagecraft thing, which gives you the ability to, well, that gives you the ability to create crystals. And then you got the, I think it's like harvest. Well, that's great. They got like a harvesting ability or something where you can go and harvest things to create potions. Well, Lord. No, it's the different ones. Not the same ones. Oh, Elijah. Ah, Jesus! That did not work. Well, at least I got in the chest, so I guess that works. We'll see what happens with this. What's in the inventory? Yeah, hood. I thought that said hood of the Randy. I was like, well, that you're gonna get the lady folk with the Randy hood. I can't roll across this. Are you shitting me? That's a load of BS. I can't get across there. Wait a minute. There's not any other way to go? Wait, no, there's got to be. No, wait, it's over here. Yeah, it's over here. It's over here and down here, and I came up from that way, and it's down this way.
I'm confused that you keep swirling there.
No, it's the same place I was at before. There's a thing over there. I can't. It's doing it. It's doing it some itself. I gotta do it because I gotta see stuff. Otherwise, it zooms in and it gets crazy, and I can't. What's that? A wall. Walk really slow. Yeah, that's gonna work out perfectly in this, especially given the fact that I'd already been there. It wouldn't be like this too much if I wasn't wandering around this maze, but it doesn't seem like... That's got to be another section over there that I can't get to. It's probably just... Oh my God. Anyways, guys, I'm going to take another quick break real quick so I can eat food here. And then I'll be back to see if I can get through this. So I'm just going to pause the game briefly, and I shall be back in 2 shakes of a Gorgon's tail, if you will. So, BRB, once again. Hey there, Captain Fresco. Greetings. I shall be back in a few moments. I'm actually eating something right now, and I don't want to, have people sound like I'm deep-throating the mic. So I'll be back in a few moments. Okay, alright. I'm back here. I didn't really realize what time it was, but I'm going to be leaving here in a little bit. Get off. I'm going to be running to... We're going to run to town to go see the new Tenet movie. So I'll be on here for a little bit longer, and then I'm going to head on off. Maybe I'll stream some more later this evening, possibly, of this. But anyways, to answer your question, Captain Crunch, great cereal, and I'm glad they changed the formula so it doesn't seem like it's cutting your mouth open. But no, it's not multiplayer. It is a single-player game. It's not an MMO, and it's funny you should mention MMO because the creators... Oh my God, this was the path the whole time. Thanks a lot for cranking up the freaking lights in the game, THQ Nordic. But I got sidetracked there, I apologize. But the MMO aspect was something that I think that they were planning on creating in the first place when the game first came out in 2012. And then they decided just to have it be a single player thing. Excuse me. And so anyways, after they put out the single player one, they were planning on actually making it be an MMO, but obviously the company had went bankrupt, so that didn't happen. And so they re-released this, obviously, I guess to see if it was going to get some type of recognition that it deserved the first time it came out, to be able to hopefully warrant a continuation. Because they got a new DLC that's going to be out the beginning of next year, and I'm really wondering how it's going to perform. I'm really wondering how it's going to be. Like, is it going to have a whole new graphical style? Are they really going to up the ante, considering they're basically creating it from scratch, or are they somehow utilizing the assets from this particular graphical style to be able to create it, or what? So I don't really know. Dang it. Oh, that's how I know my freaking thingamajiggy is holy macaroni. My fate thingy is ready to go when it starts glowing. I should have thought of that. Yeah, you're right. It really does, because it's it first came out in 2012, and it's a remaster, but they didn't really remaster it. They added a few other little things, and all the DLC is on here, and there's some like, you know, a slight bump in terms of like HD visuals and whatnot, but it's not along the lines of what you would expect it to be. Although I really do like the cartoony, like, World of Warcraft type of style to it. I definitely do like that because it does give its own sense of, like, personality and whatnot, but they didn't bother to try to really boost it. Yeah! Level up! That's right! Let's see, what can we level up here? Really, we'll just do Dictating again. And 5 points in sorcery. Well, I do have this as an ability. I could level that up to be able to get access to that with the chakrams, considering I'm lacking chakrams. I gotta level some of those up more for me to even be able to get to other areas over here. So, I might just level up this. If it'll go there, thank you. I'm gonna have like a friggin' lightning ability while having mainly a finesse area. If I get one more, I'll get access to be able to leveling up chakrams to get more from that. So, that'll work. There's no new ones with this, so obviously I'm sticking with that one. I was having the accessory thing. Magic, piercing, lightning. That isn't really gonna work out for me. Yeah! I want to have a door in my house that does that. That would be great. What the heck? Oh. Okay. It locked that thing down again. There's got to be some reason for me to come to get that stuff. Yeah, it definitely is a standout game. Oh, there's other areas to go to in this place. So I guess it's good that I'm actually in the finesse tree, because with the bow like that, it's got to be something special. It's got to be for having to go through 3 separate pieces of dungeon to be able to access it. I think what that was that I heard was one of the gates opening up on the pedestal that was keeping me from getting it. I didn't really pay attention to it from seeing it, so I'm guessing that that's what the case. Yeah, games need more cool doors. It always gives you, thank you, Rock, for being in my way. It always gives you more of a epic feel to it, I guess. It's like, yeah, I'm going through this door. I'm going to be facing against some epic stuff. Let me see. 225. No, sir. We're... What the heck? Oh, God! I did not dodge out of the way fast enough for that. That's what you get. Oh my gosh, there's so many jump-off points it looks like in this place. It's insane. Legs of lightning aversion. Does that end up giving me anything else besides just a simple fact that, oh, well, you're going to be immune to the lightning? No, it does not. Yeah, the small little touches definitely make a difference too. Attention to detail can really end up heightening an experience. There's some of the smallest little things that sometimes you'll expect them and sometimes you won't. Oh, look, it's a lot of dead ends, apparently, with the ladders. The stairs. Well, technically they're ladders, I guess you could say. That's a door, that's a ramp. I think I came down from there, went up here. That's a jump down point. Loki, sweetheart, why are you laying on my foot? Huh? Are you keeping my foot warm? Is it your day to keep people's feet warm? Huh? Oh, wait, that would... I don't think that I was... That would... Well... Both of those would just both still end up leading to the same area. What the hell was that? I guess I got behind that pedestal or something, because everything just went black for a couple moments. Yeah, exactly. Like, say if you, for a quick example, you see, like in one of the Tomb Raider games with, you know, the new trilogy, where it's really cold out. And if you, like if you're in a cold environment and you put Laura in a certain outfit that is meant to be used for the cold, she won't walk around acting like she's freezing or she's at a campfire or anything. But if you take away a jacket off of her or something like that, she'll start to hold herself like she's freezing and you can see the expression in her face. So... Oh my god, I'm tired of hearing that, but it's like, I can't help it. Because see, if you just run normally, or walk normally, actually, from what I can tell, you don't really move too much faster. Really. Maybe a little faster, but not too much. Well, that will lead me down somewhere else. You crazy colossi and your crazy caves. You fancy kids and your fancy spancies. So, this is supposed to be confusing. I rolled right into it like an idiot. I'm kicking your corpse around. Yeah, let's do the dance. Oh, wow. They only ragdoll so much before they come to a stop. Well, that's sad. I wanted to kick a corpse around. Like a boss. So I'm guessing there's certain areas that are meant to have little treasures, and then there's other ones that are meant to block you off from the main path. I suppose. This is funny. It's so funny. It's the MC Escher painting that I'm walking through here. Except I'm just not walking upside down. I think that was a guy, MC Escher, that made the never-ending stairway. I act that way when I wake up in the morning. Yeah. It's funny how I remember that. Well, not really, considering the fact that I'm technically an artist, even though I haven't drawn or written anything in a long while. And took art classes in college for computer animation and graphic design, which that didn't go through well. But I still have sketches and stories written. Saved away like old dusty tomes. Did I already go up this way? I know this was gonna, but that's gonna drop me in the water. So I don't know where exactly that would end up leading me. This is okay. It almost seems to me like the environment itself is like changing around me, and I'm not really expecting it, which is kind of funny. Yeah, I think I did go that way, or maybe not. If it wasn't so dark in here, I might actually be easier to pick up. See, that's what's crazy. I know that I had just been down here. I'm missing something somewhere, and I don't understand how, when it seems like I've gone up in all different areas around here. Well, I got some gold there, because I know I've been up there. I know I went over there. I think the way these drop-offs happen is it's meaning for you to fall off into newer areas, and then there's just like one main drop off that could take you all the way back to the start. What it seems like. I thought maybe rolling would actually work better, but there's a delay too after you roll twice, so it's not like it's a constant rolling kind of thing. Keep rolling, 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 rolling. Jump down. Seems I'm going to have to jump down from there. This over here. I already dropped down this way, I believe. Already did for... Yep, there was two ways going down that way. That one drops down there to drop down over there, but does that drop down to another spot? Let's see. Okay. Yeah, and that drops back down to there. This goes nowhere, and there's no drop down spot. I'll apparently find my way out of this some way. That takes me back there. I don't think I had been this way. Let's see here. So, I guess I would drop down over here. Oh. Oh, good Lord. I'm back at square one again. Well, anyways, folks, I got to get out of here in a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and end the stream now, but I'll probably be back again later on this evening to stream at some point, possibly. So if you happen to see me pop up in your feed, if you subscribe or what have you, if you just want to check something out a little bit later, then yeah, I should probably be streaming. But I do appreciate everybody coming out of the stream. Much obliged. And I shall return. And hopefully, maybe I'll actually try to get past this part before I get back to before I get back to screaming again. Back to streaming again. And yes, thank you kindly, Vault Girl. Much obliged. And I will go ahead and end this like I always do. Later, taters. Ba 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 dee ba 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 dee dee dee.